What's up, everyone? It's your girl. I am Kaya, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're talking Joseline's Cabaret, California, episode 2. I don't know why I just had a brain fart, y'all. I did like so many videos, y'all, back to back. But yep, we're here for Joseline's Cabaret. I so much enjoyed Joseline's Cabaret. I enjoyed it so much. Although this episode, they talked about a situation that we were not privy to. This whole parent situation. We don't know what the fuck going on. I hate when they talk about stuff that happened off camera that we haven't seen, so we can't give our input on it. So this recap may not be that long, but you guys know how I like to rant and everything like that. But before I get into all that, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please keep sharing this video. Do thumbs up the video because it does push my videos out there. Again, thank you to all the new subscribers that I got in over the last week for my videos last week. Continue to show love to these Joseline Cabaret recaps because, again, it's better than baddies in my opinion. I'm just saying. But is there anything else I gotta get into? Nope. Let's go ahead and get into this recap. Alright, so the episode starts off like how it ended last week when Lexi Gold and Chinks got into their fight on that Sprinter van. Again, I kind of say it was a tie, but a lot of people think Lexi won. If you want to give it to her, I don't know. But just from what I saw, it looked like it was very much of a tie. Again, I don't like when they fight, Sprinter vans because them shits are too damn small. So they did get separated, arguing back and forth. All of a sudden, Chinks found an opening and she popped Lexi good. I tell you, she popped Lexi good in her face. And Lexi couldn't say nothing after that. Girl, that was something terrible. That was something bad. So then that happened. So they're just trying to separate each other, trying to calm the situation down between them. While the back and forth is happening, all of a sudden, T-Love starts arguing with Chinks. And I'm thinking, okay, did they know each other before this? Like, what the fuck happened? But then Chinks says later on in the episode that she doesn't know T-Love at all. So T-Love is given that you just trying to look for a moment because you're trying to go off the hype of last season. And T-Love, I don't like that for you. Like, honey, I don't understand why you had to insert yourself between Chinks and Lexi Gold. This is something that happened. And I don't know if it's because she's feeling for Lexi Gold because the allegations, we got to put that out there, that Chinks put on her. But it's like, T-Love, this is not your situation. This is not your fight. This is something that happened last season, a season that you were not on. Let them have that. And then you can find a storyline off of something else. But trying to find a storyline off of Chinks, girl, calm down. And then they arguing, and then it's like she's trying to fight Chinks, like, T-Love, you gonna get your ass whooped, and you get your ass whooped next week. But T-Love already is not a fighter because she got her, if y'all saw her season, she was on the New York season, she got her ass whooped by Wet Wet. So T-Love, if you get your ass whooped by Wet Wet, sis, honey, what the fuck you think you gonna do with Chinks? But anyway, so they arguing back and forth. Security's on there, and T-Love, she just can't get through the Chinks. All of a sudden, T-Love, she spits. Now, I thought it got on her. Chinks said it didn't. It got past her. But spitting, I've said this in videos before, spitting is the utmost nastiest thing you could ever do to somebody. And I forgot who, I think it was Kanaya that said that, one of the new girls. She said, if someone ever spits on me or attempts to spit on me, she said she would probably crash out. Bitch, probably crash out, bitch. I would crash the fuck out, honey. You spitting on me, you gonna meet your makeup. Like, hell no. Hell to the no. Like, that, I don't want your DNA on me. That's just something I don't want. T-Love, I don't like you. No, I don't. And it sucks because she does stuff that makes me want to like her, but then she does shit like this that makes me realize why I don't like her in the first place. And honey, you spit and then you involving yourself and then you get your ass whooped. You involve yourself in this beef with Chinks and then you get your ass whooped too, honey. Girl, no. It's not looking good. But yeah, so so they're still going back and forth, T-Love and Chinks, and then T-Love talking about you should have rather had me as a friend than an enemy. And like, honey, who the fuck is scared of you? I'll wait. Not looking good, T-Love. So then I'm trying to think something else happened on the I don't think nothing else really happened on the Sprinter vans after that whole thing. Like, Chinks and T-Love, they just going back and forth. We really didn't hear much from Lexi Gold and Chinks. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it has to, but I don't know if they still get into it later on in the season. They didn't get into it this episode after Chinks punched Lexi in the face. We didn't really hear much from them. So I'm pretty sure that we are, but I'm just not remembering from the trailer if they're getting into it again. Or if Chinks and T-Love is going to be a storyline now, but we shall see. So then, nothing else happened really on the other Sprinter van. So they pull up to the house again. I can't expression of how good this house is. This house is beautiful. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So they pull up, Joseline sitting there waiting, and Joseline's already feeling some kind of way. She looks and she sees all the returnees. All the girls come off the Sprinter van. Joseline's greeting them and everything like that. She immediately says, Des and Neek, y'all need to go sit on the van. I was like, oh my God, here we go. Here she go. And then she started bringing up, because like I knew that Joseline has this like weird, like one-sided, like she says she loved Neek, but it's like what I remember last season is she just had like this weird hatred toward Neek, but still likes her. It's just so weird. And Des, I totally forgot like why, like outside of the pair stuff, I'm trying to remember like from last season, like was she like disrespectful towards Des? Because I don't remember Des lasting that long. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I saw the last season. But she immediately tells him to go to the van. Then she's just talking to them, everything like that. She's saying, I'm seeing all the returnees, and you know, I'm seeing some people, they like to take me for granted, and it's like I keep giving y'all opportunities and y'all keep spitting in my face and all that kind of shit. She turns her energy towards Isis. Her and Isis start going back and forth. She starts asking Isis, you know, you went on tour with me. How much did I pay you? And then Isis says, I think like 500. She said, I was paying you 500 a day. And how many cities did you go to? And then Isis knows to remember. She said, 32 motherfucking cities. You went to 32 cities and I paid you $500 a day. And you want to be fake and those are your friends in there. It's like, and Joseline was doing this the whole entire episode. Like, why is she so, like, why does she, and then she did this last episode too, when she was talking to Danny and Andrea at Oceans. Why do you want to ask them how much you're paying them? I don't know if Joseline is trying to like prove a point, because we be saying how, because you guys know how the baddies, like every time someone comes on baddies and they come on the next season, you see that they done leveled up, they got stylists, they get bookings, they got money. And people, we've been like saying for me for a while that every time a girl that's on Joseline's show, it doesn't seem like Joseline's girls gets paid how the girls on baddies get paid, because they come each season and they still look a mess. Even though Danny and Andrea, they don't look bad like they did on the first season, especially Danny, you can just tell that there's really not that much money going into their look. Danny, her wigs have gotten better, but her fashion and the way she carries herself is still very like tacky and ratchet and everything like that. Andrea, I don't know what the fuck going on with her, and Oceans to me still looks a mess. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Joseline was doing this to try to prove to the fans that she actually pays her girls and her girls actually does get a bag and everything like that. But it's like, honey, saying, oh my God, I paid you that you give these girls $500 a day, and overall like they get paid like almost like $10,000, when baddies over here, like when they on their first season they get $10,000, and then they get like the bookings, and then they be making up to like 50 to well, not, I don't even think 100 grand, but like the highest maybe like $50,000 or $60,000. That's still, even though that's really good, especially you know how to manage your money. It's like, honey, you talking about something, I'm paying you $500 a day. It's like, honey, that's not really much when the baddies are getting a little bit more than that. So Joseline, I don't know, like again, I don't know what point Joseline was trying to prove, trying to get these girls to say how much she pays them. Other than that, she's trying to like stick it to the fans that her girls actually do get paid. Like they actually do get a bag. Baddies not the only people getting a bag, they get a bag too. It's like they can get a bag, but it doesn't seem like they're getting a bigger bag that can change their life, because like I said, a lot of them still came and looked a mess. And for example, no offense, she's my girl, I love her, but Wet Wet is an example. Wet Wet was on like 3 seasons of Joseline's Cabaret, and she recently, like on the last season of Joseline's Cabaret, like when she came to the reunion, just is getting her teeth fixed, when somebody can be on baddies for 1 season can already get that shit fixed. I'm not trying to be mean. I love Miss Wet Wet, but it's like you gotta see where I'm coming from and everything like that. But Joseline was so hell bent on that, so she gets mad. Her and Isis are going back and forth. She tell Isis that she can go to the van with Neek and Des. Then you know she starts talking, and then something happens. Egypt does something, so she turns her energy to Egypt. She says, "Well, why are you here?" Egypt says that she's here to dance and everything like that. She says that Egypt is fake. She does some snake ass shit. This is and that. Again, doing the same thing she did to Isis, going at it with Egypt. And she said, you know what, Egypt, you can go away in the van too. And I was like, okay, like Joseline, like what is going on? Like, I don't know, like I know Joseline owns her show, but it's like, Joseline, if these girls really get under your skin and you don't like them, this and that, like why the fuck do you keep bringing them on the show? Because Joseline, I believe Joseline has more pull on her show than Natalie has on baddies. So it's like, Joseline, if these girls really piss you off that bad, like why do you keep bringing them back? Like just bring you a whole set of new girls that you can start fresh with and then start from there. Like, what's the point of doing that? And I don't know if I don't know if they just say, okay, just bring them on here and then just don't keep them the whole time. But it's like, honey, if these girls, if you really don't like them that bad and they piss you off and all this other kind of stuff, then why do you bring them back? But you know what? Hey, that's Joseline. She's been doing it for years. And they keep coming back after all the disrespect. So I ain't got nothing to say about it no more. But so yeah, so Joseline is talking to the rest of them and everything like that, and she's talking about how she needs to shape up the new girls. I'm really interested to see, even though it's still episode 2, we haven't seen a lot of these girls dance, and I'm so interested to see how the new girls gonna come. It seems like they can be a really, really good group, even though we still haven't seen much from the new girls. It's just all the OGs taking the control so far. So hopefully the new girls are able to get some shine, which one girl did get some shine later on. We're gonna talk about that later. So then everyone goes in, they go and pick out their rooms. The rooms are amazing. Oh, they're amazing. Oh, they're amazing, everything like that. So everybody goes in, picks out their rooms and everything. We jump back to the vans. It's Neek, Des, Egypt, and Isis. They're in there talking about, you know, what's about to go on, like what's going on and everything like that. And they're just basically saying how, you know, they just want to talk to Joseline. And they're saying like, man, did I like, well, Isis especially saying, oh my God, did like waste my time coming here and all this other kind of shit. It's like, Isis, this is Joseline, sis. It's Joseline. I don't know why you expected anything different. But anyway, so they eventually, because I was confused. I thought that Joseline, when she sent them on the bus, I thought Joseline was going to come and talk to them. And then that was going to happen. I think they just had to stand there and they had to pick their rooms last. I don't know what the point of sitting them in the van for. I thought you put them in that van and then Joseline was going to come and talk to them and she was going to decide whether they stay in the house or not. I'm not sure. So yeah, they eventually get off the van. They go and look in their rooms. And then, you know, everyone's mingling and everything like that. So then, I don't remember. I think it was Miss Natural, T-Love, Erica Envy, and somebody else. They're outside smoking and everything like that. And Gypsy, who's the girl who was on Erica Mena's show, and that girl Love, that one of the new girls. So they're talking to the OGs, right? And then all of a sudden, Gypsy wants to bring her ass talking about some, oh yeah, something was said, like we were on our way somewhere, and then Love said, basically fuck the OGs. And then Love says, I didn't say fuck the OGs, I said fuck everybody, like it's fuck everybody who's in my way and all this other kind of shit. Now Gypsy, I always thought this was weird because I don't understand what the point of you bringing it up on last episode, saying it in front of some of the returnees, thinking like, are they gonna like end up jumping on her or turning on her or swinging on her, whatever that fuck is. But I don't understand what your point is as bringing that up, sis, because in case to be messy, it's like, girl, you're failing, because what's the point of you bringing it up constantly? Because you literally brought it up on the van and now you're going to bring it up again when you're in the house. Like, what the fuck? What's your motive, sis? So then, and then basically, Love basically said the same thing. It's like, girl, why do you want to keep bringing this up? It's like, if this is point to try to get the OGs to at least to jump on her, it's like not working. I thought that was weird, Gypsy. Like, I don't know how I feel about her. I didn't watch Erica Mena's show, so I'm not privy to who Gypsy is. She went by another name. But I'm just getting to know her now, and what I'm seeing so far, I'm not sure if I'm bothered with it right now. But we gonna did anything else happen after that? Nope, we're gonna move on. So everything, we get to like a big part of the episode, right? So Joseline is sitting downstairs. She's sitting outside like she the godfather or some shit, right? With Oceans, Danny, and Andrea standing right there looking like her little minions or whatever that was. So Des comes and talks to her first, and then she basically, I think Joseline wants to hear an apology. So this is where the episode like started irritating me a little bit, because they're talking about some situation that happened when they were doing a tour in Paris, and we didn't see any of that. Like they literally talking about some, this happened and this happened, like they're saying it in the moment as to we are supposed to know what the fuck they're talking about. If this was gonna be a big old thing, especially with Joseline going on tour, then y'all should have, I honestly feel like y'all should have filmed that. Y'all should have filmed that and made that like a special for Zeus Network, especially if y'all going to all these different countries and everything like that. That should have been on camera. But the fact that y'all are coming into the season talking about some shit that happened off camera that we don't know about, so we can't really speak our piece on it. So we don't know who's right or who's wrong, because Dez and Nick are saying one thing, Andrea, Danny, and Oceans are saying another thing, and Joseline saying one thing, and then Isis is saying another thing. It's like, we don't know who the fuck to believe at this point, because there's so many different fucking stories, because we didn't see it. So I really don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I really don't know how exactly to break this down. I just remember, from what I can remember, Joseline felt like Neek and Dez wanted to go do their own thing. They were supposed to do something. And she said, and then Neek and Dez said that Andrea and them left them somewhere in Paris and they didn't know a video or something was going on. I don't know what the fuck going on. And Joseline is mad and she's saying that Nick and Des are being fake and all the other kind of stuff. I don't know why Joseline is so, again, because we wasn't there, so I don't know how to take this. I don't understand why Joseline is so upset by this. I just don't. All of a sudden, Des has said something that Joseline wants to say. She says Joseline wants to say that I'm fake, but she has the fakest bitch standing next to her, Andrea, saying that Andrea be talking shit about Joseline. I was like, okay, which I don't know if I believe, because I just can't see Andrea talking shit about Joseline, because she literally worships the ground Joseline walks on. Like I said about Oceans, Joseline can literally tell that bitch to go on top of the Brooklyn Bridge and jump off it, and she'll go and do it. So I don't know, but then she said, oh, Nick actually has proof of it. Come to find out, Nick actually didn't have any proof. It's all hearsay. So it's like, I don't know what the fuck to go on this. But then Andrea gets mad, rips the wig off, and then she goes after Nick, because Nick comes outside, and her and Nick start going at it. Now I can't really judge that fight because it really was nothing, but they start fighting, and immediately Danny runs up on Des. Danny got an ass whoop. Her girl, Des got Danny on that ground. Danny got in the bushes a couple of those times. Danny got an ass whooped by Des. Then all of a sudden, Danny is fighting Des again. No, is she fighting Des? Yeah, Danny is fighting Des again. All of a sudden, Nick jumps in. Now you would think Andrea would have helped her out, right? Andrea easily could have gotten Des, right? Why the fuck did Andrea like push Des to the side, didn't even hit Des, and try to wait to get to Nick, and then while Danny is getting jumped? Not making sense. And now also, what killed me was the whole time, like, Joseline is like, she's going out with Nick and Des, right? Joseline's trying to confront them. Why is Joseline like walking up on them so slowly, and they backing up? Like, Joseline keeps walking up on them, and they backing up, and because they are scared, because like I said, I don't know what Joseline got in her contract where these bitches can't touch her. Like, Joseline can put her hands on them, but they can't put their hands on Joseline. So I think and I think they know that Joseline is a big woman, especially Nick. Compared to Nick, Joseline's big compared to Nick. So if Joseline literally can put her foot on Nick's neck, and that bitch will fall the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But Joseline is walking like right up on them, screaming at them, talking about all the stuff I do for y'all, and y'all gonna do me like this, like fuck y'all. And she's talking to me, telling some, I met your family, they love me, you know I love you, and you gonna do this to me? And then she starts crying. I'm like, again, Joseline, what's up with the tears, sis? Again, I don't know, Joseline, you ain't that good of an actress. Let's just say that, right? So I don't know if Joseline really is hurt, or she actually is doing this shit, acting and giving us a show. But it's like, it's really hard for me to try to be on. I don't really know whose side to be on, and who I'm supposed to be on, because y'all speaking on some shit that we didn't see. Y'all talking about some shit that happened prior to y'all filming the show. So I honestly feel like, but honestly, because a big fight happened, they had to include. But honestly and truthfully, this whole Paris thing, they can cut this storyline out, because we wasn't there to see it. We was not there to see it. So I don't know exactly what to say, but basically how that ended was because Danny comes out of nowhere. I don't know where the fuck she came from, and she starts fighting. Nick got her ass whooped. Danny, I don't know. Danny, stop fighting. Hang it up. So I don't know what happened to your hands. You really never had hands to begin with, but you had better hands last season than you doing so far this season. It's not even good showing for you, Danny, so far. Hopefully you don't get your ass like this all season, because that's gonna be really embarrassing. But her and Nick start fighting, but then Joseline is still trying to talk to Nick, and she says how she loves Nick, and she said that's why I picked you to be the winner. The only reason why Des is still here because she's your friend. It's like, Joseline, that's not a good reason to keep somebody around. Just saying, especially if she can't dance. Why is she here? Why is she here? I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, but all of a sudden, because I'm not gonna keep breaking down, because they still talking about some shit that happened in Paris. They're trying to bring Andrea into it and all this other kind of stuff. It is basically end with Joseline and Nick coming to an understanding. They hug. She says that she loves her, and that's that, right? Yeah, it was actually kind of stupid. I thought I was gonna have fun talking about those fights, because it was actually kind of entertaining to watch, but it's hard for me to break down because they talking about some shit that I know nothing about. So I can only go based on what I'm seeing. So we move on to the next. So they're all getting ready because Joseline is putting on this one night only party, right? So something really quick that happened I will want to touch on, but I don't want to touch on it too long because it's like very emotional. So we get Love. She's talking to T Love and the new girl Kanaya, and she's talking about basically like, you know, what she's been through. She has a story just like almost everybody that comes on Joseline Cabaret. She has a story. It was actually really sad. She says that she was out of high school, right when she got out of high school, she went to the strip club. And then she also says that she got pregnant when she was homeless, and the guy that got her pregnant was very abusive and was all this very manipulative and all this kind of stuff. And that's the father of her child. I don't know. I don't think she said where he's at right now. I don't know if he's in the child's life and she still is dealing with him, or hopefully she is, you know, it's going through like some kind of court system or something. And it's like, and hopefully she kind of got some shit going on right now, because honey, being homeless with a child, like, I don't wish that on nobody. And then she also says that he was so abusive that like her shoulder got out of place, that she has to have surgery on her shoulder because of the, you know, what he was doing to her. And it's like the way she was talking, it was just so sad though. It's like, and then she says, you know, we're strippers, we always go through this, and this is sad that y'all gotta go through stuff like that. Like I know, because I was never down on my luck where I was in type of situations like that. And it's so hurt when I hear people with stories like that. But it's sad that that's a lot of people who are strippers. It's sad that that's a lot of their story, that they have those hard upbringings and everything like that. And, you know, it was just really sad to, you know, hear, but I'm glad. But I'm kind of skeptical when girls come on shows like this and they start opening up, giving their whole backstory and their whole life story. Because if you follow one of these bitches, they're going to come back and use that on your ass. And that's why I'm like, I don't know. But I think T-Love is a perfect person. That's the thing, like in one point where T-Love can be liked, because, you know, she is that time person you feel like you can be sympathetic towards, and she won't bring it back to you. And I don't know nothing about Kanaya, but she kind of gives me that vibe too. It's like, but you know what? I don't think I was totally upset with Love opening up to them, because it seems like those two would be the ones that I would want to open up to as well. But like, if it was anybody else, like an Andrea or Oceans or Chinks, I wouldn't open up to them bitches. But yeah, I'm very skeptical. That's on any reality show. Like, I would never ever come on here and open up to something, especially this is the first day in the house too. I would never open up to none of these bitches about some shit that happened in my life story. And if we end up on Mad Day, or something happens on Mad Day and you end up putting that back in my face, I just couldn't do that. That's why I have a hard time opening up with a lot of people now. Unless you in my life and I can 100% trust you, I'm not telling you like my skeletons in my closet. But you know what? I commend her that, you know, she's still here, and it seemed like she's went through stuff and she's still here, and she's actually giving some love and everything like that. I appreciate that, honey. You know, but it was sad. It was sad and hard to say, but I'm glad we're getting heartfelt moments amongst all the bullshit and everything like that. And speaking of bullshit, let's get into this other one. So we get this party, right? First of all, I said this in my recap last week. I'm gonna say it again. Why is it that Joseline and others, Joseline shows and other shows on Zeus Network, they can have these big ass parties, but we never see that with the baddies? Like, every house that the baddies has been to, we ain't never seen them bringing no guys over and y'all shaking ass, drinking, and nothing like that. Why is it only Joseline show? Not making sense. But I feel like I know why it is, but I don't want to say here because I don't want to get sued. But anyway, so yeah, they all are like having this party. Everybody actually really looks really good. Even the ones people I don't like, they all look good and everything like that. Now, they're just sitting there mingling. So it was like a lot of talking back and forth, right? So let's just get into the big situation, right? So Gypsy, if y'all remember, is from Erica Mena's show. Erica Mena ends up showing up. I ain't gonna lie, Erica did look good, because it be sometimes where she don't be looking that good because she be looking so skeletal and it seemed like this bitch is about to disappear. But in this situation, Erica did look good. I gotta give props for props is due. She did look good. So once Erica shows up, immediately the girls, a couple of girls looking at Gypsy like, ooh, weren't you on her show? Like this beef. Now again, I didn't watch Erica Mena's show, so I don't know the beef between her and Gypsy. I don't know that. So I'm just going based off what I'm hearing on this episode, because I don't like Erica Mena and I'm not supporting nothing she do, because she low-key a colorist. So I'm not doing that. But yeah, I'm not sure the beef was going on with them. I'm just going based off what they were saying. So basically, so Erica's hugging and saying hey to all the girls and everything like that. So Gypsy, she comes up and says hi to Erica. Immediately when Erica sees her, she's like, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. So then something along the lines was Erica has said that Gypsy has said, Erica, you didn't want me or something like that. And Erica says, well, you didn't want me either because you were fucking my contestants. And I was like, wait a minute. Was she fucking Erica's like contestants when she was still on the show trying to fight for Erica's love. Come to find out, she was having sex with the contestants after she got eliminated. So I'm like, Erica, that means you didn't want her. Like, if she was on the show, you eliminated her. She's in her hotel room about to go home, and she wants to have a little fun because obviously you didn't want to be with her. What's wrong with her having sex with another contestant that she was eliminated with? And then Erica's talking about some, I'm not going to accept your apology until you tell the truth. You were fucking on my time. She said, you were fucking in the hotel room after you got eliminated. That's on my time. Like, is it really though? Like, Erica, what the fuck are you talking about? And this is my point, Erica. If you eliminated her because you didn't want to be in a relationship with her, then what's wrong with her having sex? And Erica just kept repeating it. And Gypsy felt some kind of way. She said, you know what? If that's all it takes, yes, I was fucking on your time. But Gypsy is very upset and she's very bothered. And Erica didn't want to keep talking about it. She says, you know what? This is making me mad. You know how she is, bitch, please. So then, like, you know, Erica's still talking and mingling. She's talking to one of the girls, Jane Doe. That's what I'm gonna call that bitch. I'm not calling her Tahoe Jane Doe. We calling you Jane Doe, bitch. She actually is really, really, really good. Like, she is really, really cool. I want to see more of her because she seems like she can be a really fun time. So Erica's out just mingling with all the girls and everything like that, right? And then Jane Doe like picks Erica up, and I think Erica was a little turned on a little bit because, you know, Erica, she still got that little bisexual up in her and everything like that, even though I feel like essentially Erica wants to be with who the fuck keeps texting me? Like, I wish you would stop texting me while I'm doing my video. Sorry, y'all. Even though Erica essentially, she wants to be with a man, you know, Erica's gonna have her fun with a little woman and everything like that. I think that little Jane Doe turned her on and everything like that. So then that happens, right? So then the episode ends off with Egypt talking to what's this bitch name? Chinks. And she talks about, you know, are you and T-Love, can y'all like talking? You guys need that. And she said, she attempted to spit on me, so I'm gonna need that again. And then Egypt pulls T-Love to the side, like, Egypt, why would you do this at this party, sis? But you know what? It is Zeus Network. I wouldn't expect nothing else. So Chink says, you know what? And T-Love is talking. She said, you attempted to spit on me, so we need that. So they start fighting. T-Love got her ass whooped. And the episode ends right there. Yeah, T-Love, you got your ass whooped, which I already knew was coming like that. Especially that height difference, especially how big, she's not fat, but especially how big Chinks is compared to you, T-Love, and you already can't fight. I don't know. I don't even know why the fuck you even tried to make a storyline of her, honey. You're getting your ass whooped, basically. So yeah, that's where the episode ends. So next week, there is a big ass brawl at the party. No, it's like a typical Zeus party. Gypsy ends up hitting Erica Mena, and then all of a sudden the whole house wants to fight Gypsy for hitting Erica Mena. Like, first of all, why the fuck are y'all fighting behind Erica Mena? Why the fuck are y'all black women fighting behind a woman who called a black woman a monkey, a blue monkey at that? Please don't be no coons, okay? Please don't. I really hope that y'all are not fighting Gypsy because she hit Erica Mena. Because if y'all are, I will read every last one of y'all. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got for y'all with this episode. Before I get up out of here, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, tell a friend to come to my channel because we be having fun over here. You know, I try not to go too hard on these people, but you know it is for your guys' entertainment. Please don't take anything I say literally, okay? But that's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Be there, be squared. Bye.